Hi, my name is David McCann for WebTNG, and in this screencast I want to take a look at the themes from CSSIgniter. CSSIgniter is a theme shop that was founded in 2010 and that makes premium and a few free niche themes and has a few plugins as well. I first became interested in CSSIgniter last summer when I was writing an article compiling a list of WordPress themes and plugins that have a lifetime license. CSSIgniter does offer a lifetime option, so I took a look at their themes and found that they were very attractive and reasonably priced. There's a lot to like about CSSIgniter, and there are also a few gotchas. So if you're thinking about maybe making a purchase, then this screencast will provide some information that will be useful. So here we are at their website, and we see that they have 89 themes. They have hotel themes, business themes, 7 free themes, WooCommerce, music, portfolio photography, an app theme, magazine, restaurant, and of course blogging themes. Some of their most popular themes are blockchain, which is a business theme, Andros, which is a hotel theme, and both of those are fairly new. But another theme that's been popular is their Olson theme. Olson came out in 2015, about the time that the WordPress core developers asked people to start using the customizer. And from what I can tell, it's one of the first themes that CSSIgniter integrated its options into the customizer. Now, Olson's been around for a while, but it's still very popular, and it's one of the themes that has a free version. It's available on the WordPress.org repository. Finish looking over their website, and then we'll come back to blockchain and we'll do a kind of demo install just to see that process, and I want to show you what the options look like in the customizer. And I'll mention that beginning around Olson, the themes have had a generous number of options in the customizer, and in the last couple of years the company has kind of embraced the notion of page builders and gone in and added templates to support page builders, and even created some content, some templates and landing pages for Elementor and an Elementor plugin. So we'll look at those. These are their 6 plugins. There's one for Slack integration. There's a slider which is used with the demo content in some of their themes. There's a free version of their audio player. Then Elements Plus, this is a companion plugin for Elementor, and it adds some nice enhancements for Elementor, and it's available on the WordPress.org repository. This is the free version, the pro version of their event management plugin, and the pro version of their audio player. So there are their plugins. These are the landing pages and templates that they offer for Elementor. They're pre-made, and you can import them into Elementor. So that's nice. Some of them are free, and some you get when you join the theme club. So you see these are nice landing pages and templates. These are their pricing options. You can buy a single theme, all themes and plugins, and Elementarism, their landing page templates, their premium version, as 3 tiers. One nice thing is that, and those tiers, the first 3 tiers come with a year of support and updates. A nice thing about all their plans is you have access to the HTML templates and the Photoshop templates. If you're a designer or working with a designer, that's a nice plus. They also have a lifetime option, which is reasonably priced, and as you can see, they sometimes have a discount coupon available. And the lifetime option gives you lifetime support and updates to all of their themes and plugins and their Elementarism landing page templates. So I've logged in already to their member area, and I joined the theme club in the summer of last year. So you can see they have free theme, premium themes, free themes, premium plugins. I think the free plugins are available. You can link to them from their website here. And then these are the premium landing page templates and the free ones. So there are currently 25 premium Elementor templates and 8 free. And then these are all of their themes. And so we're going to look at the blockchain theme. So let's just focus on that one here. This is the download for that theme, the HTML files and the Photoshop files. And one of the nice things about their themes is all of their themes here, they keep them, all of the active themes are kept up to date with current version of WordPress. So if there's some change that needs to be made, then those have been done. So that's a nice thing. There's also, you can download the sample content here. I'm sorry, here's the changelog. This is if you want to download, if there are other versions they have available for download. And then this is the documentation. And they have a section like this for each of their themes, and you can see there's pretty extensive documentation here. And some of this is basic, how to install a theme. They have the image sizes, which is a lifesaver for me. I don't know how many times I've had to go hunt for the size for, say, the featured image for a theme. And then a lot of these other instructions are how to set up the theme to be like the demo content. And you probably wouldn't want to necessarily import the demo content on a site you were building unless you wanted to kind of use that as a starting point and change out the content. But usually I import the demo content on a development site and then kind of reverse engineer how they came up with some of the designs or configured the widgets or whatnot. But anyway, you have that all available. And another thing that they've been doing is, as each new theme comes out, it seems like they've refined their install process. They've increased maybe the number of options in the customizer. As they go on, they're always refining and making their process better. And I really appreciate that. And I've installed a lot of their themes just quickly to kind of get a feel for them. And so I've seen that evolution. But what that also means that is as you go back, there might be more steps to set up the demo content than there are with their newest themes. So just kind of letting you know that, because they've been refining it, and the process is pretty easy now. Another thing I'll mention while we're here in the membership area is that if you need to update their themes, you're going to have to come here and download it and manually update your theme on your site. It's a weakness of their current system that they don't have the automatic updates on their themes, which is kind of surprising for such a good theme club. And so I reached out to them and asked about it, and was told that they hope to have that in place by the end of this year. Currently, from what I've seen on their blog and from emailing them, right now they're putting a lot of attention on updating their themes to work with Gutenberg and to take advantage of Gutenberg. And so, that's a plus also, because they're staying current with WordPress and embracing the changes of WordPress, so their members aren't going to be left behind. So here is a demo site that I set up. It's just using the default 2017 theme. Not a lot here. I'm sure everybody's seen sites along these lines. Let's go into the dashboard. I just want to show you right now, I've only got one plugin. This is kind of a backup restore plugin. I'm using that to refresh the site in between tests of different themes. So I do have a few of their popular and themes installed here, which I've been working with recently, and also their Spencer theme, which I think is really attractive. But for this demo, I'm going to look at the blockchain theme. So let's activate that and see what happens. So when you activate their themes, especially the current themes, the newer themes, there's often a theme-specific plugin that adds things like custom post types, or maybe a hero area on the pages or posts that you can optionally use if you want. And having those types of features in a separate plugin is in line with WordPress best practices. So I was pleased to see that they do that. This is almost like a wizard that we have here to walk through setting the theme up, and that's newer. This prompting for the theme plugins, recommended plugins, and automatically installing a lot of them, that has been in a number of their themes. But okay, let's go ahead and follow the recommendation. Okay, so we've got their plugin installed. Let's go to recommended plugins. And this is their free slider plugin. I've taken a look at it. It's a kind of basic slider. It's nice. It's a basic slider. You set up the slides manually. It's not a slider that will pick up, say, your most recent 5 posts or anything, but it's a nice slider. Then these plugins are from the WordPress.org repository. This one-click demo content, I believe, will be used to import the demo content. then Elementor Page Builder. I asked them about why they went all in on Elementor, and they mentioned they were, happy to support other page builders, and their page builder layouts that we'll look at, options, will work with other page builders. But they focused on Elementor because a lot of their customers, that was what they were asking for. And what I've noticed is, and it's not a hard and fast rule, but what I've noticed is that often people who are designers tend to favor Elementor, and people who are maybe programmers tend to favor Beaver Builder. So that's interesting. Elementor has some other nice features, like you get a lot of options with the free basic plugin, which is nice. So now we'll also install WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a pretty big plugin, so if you're not going to have a store, I usually skip it, even on themes that haven't integrated, unless I'm sure I want to have a store. Okay, so installing these recommended plugins was very easy. So let's go to the next tab, and let's see what's involved in making in importing the demo content. Okay, we've gotten the required plugins, so let's give it a shot. In general, I've been very happy with all of the features and the designs of the CSSIgniter themes. I think the only thing that I've noticed that is the lack of the automatic updates, so I hope they fix that right away. And while we're waiting for the demo data to be imported, I'll point out that when we activated and installed and activated the theme-specific plugin, we got these custom post types: portfolio, services, case studies, team members, jobs, events, testimonials. Then we got the max slider when we installed that, and these are the WooCommerce custom post types here. So that's quite a few custom post types we got here. I think probably the reasoning there is that on a business theme, those are the types of special content a business might want to have. You might not be interested in having all of those. I don't believe you can choose which ones you want and turn them on and off. But you could certainly just ignore ones that you didn't want to use and not put them in the menu. Using this plugin to one-click demo import is, I think, fairly new for them, and it is a lot simpler. It's pulling the data down from their website, which is nice because on some of the previous themes, you'd need to go and download the demo data and unzip it, and then download the WordPress importer and import it manually that way. So this is certainly streamlined and nice. It is taking a while here for the data to import. So I'm going to pause the video for a couple of minutes until it finishes. Okay, that completed. It was just about another minute. So we've imported the demo data. That's very nice. And I think now we've done the things that we need to do here. So, okay, so we've got the basic site set up with the demo content. Let's see how we did. Here's the home page, and it doesn't look like we have a placeholder. It looks like the placeholder logo is just this kind of blur image here, and it looks like the images are, the sample images are placeholders here also. but the structure of the site looks pretty good. Here are the testimonials, the partners, which you can't quite see here. I guess these are partner logos. The team, link for contact, and then I believe this is a widget area in the footer, and then the footer, the bottom footer, and the top bar here. So that's very attractive. So let's see, this is the WooCommerce shop page. This is what the cart looks like. Yes, these are the custom post types. So we have testimonials, careers, kind of job openings, if you need features like that. Upcoming events, let's take a look at one of those. So that's nice. I think some of these are built using Elementor. Some of these pages. Team page. So that's nice. A download for your mission statement. And let's see, the news is I think the same as the blog. And then this would be what a blog post would look like, kind of by default. Go look at the back end. Let's look at the pages. Let's just look at the sample page here. These header options here. So there's an option to have a fancier title header area for the page. And then there's an option for a hero section. So I think these are part of that special theme-specific plugin. Then you can have no sidebar, right sidebar, left sidebar. And you can use a template. And I want to look at two of these in particular. So the page builder template. So now we should see what that looks like. Yeah, okay, so the page builder template has the header and footer, but it's a full width. So you would build your page with the page builder. And then the Elementor canvas template just has the content, has no header or footer. So if you had a special landing page plugin, or you were building a landing page, or you wanted to create a custom header or footer, then you could use that template. So let's just go back to the default here. Okay, so that's kind of the page templates, and it has, those are available. Those are the page templates. For posts, you can have the same option on no sidebar or left or right sidebar, and it also has the canvas template. So if you were doing everything in the page builder, then you could use that. All right, so let's take a look at the customizer. And what we see there, we're on the home page, what we see there is that there are quite a few sections here, types of areas that we can customize. So in the header, we have the header style, left logo right menu, center logo split, top logo. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, so that's attractive. We have options here for padding and text size in the top bar. And it looks like there are two areas here, and they accept HTML. I guess these two. And then an option to show the social icons in search. And then options for the menu bar for whether or not to adjust the text and padding, and whether or not you want a sticky menu. Site identity is fairly standard. It does look like you can upload a retina logo, or if you want to have a special kind of alternate logo here, if you wanted it to show for when you're using a sticky menu, sticky header. These are the blog options. Let's go find that blog archive. Okay, so there's one column, two columns, three columns. You know, we could remove the sidebar. I think there's a page specified for the blog, so we could remove the sidebar for that. Oh, here it is right here, show sidebar. And here, if we turn off the masonry effect, then we get columns that are the same height. If we go into a post, these are feature image and the meta options here. The author box is, I think, this here. And if I had information on this demo site about me as an author, that would show up here. And then related posts. So that's nice. That's probably, yeah, it's by category there. They're showing related posts, so that's nice. Lightbox for gallery. Is there a gallery here? I'm not sure. Well, here's, I guess this is what the lightbox would look like. Okay. Let's go back to the home page. Here are color options. You have the top bar, background and text. The primary menu, there's this here. You have the background color, an optional image. You have text and link colors, so that's nice. The hero, these are the sections that you have the option to use. I showed you on posts and pages. You have global colors, background image, a couple of accent colors, text color, option for boxed images and border color and button options. So that's all nice. And you see there, it looks like they're all gray here. That's just because nothing's been selected, so it's using the default from the theme. Sidebar, you can do the background color, the text color, links, border, the widget title. So that's all nice. And then the footer. So you have the color options for the footer. And so quite a few options here. And typography, so you can choose the font size. That's nice. Same for widgets, you can choose the font size. You can fill in your social network link URLs. You have how many widget areas you want in the footer, and then the ability to change this text here and show the social icons. Titles, but these would be the kind of default titles you would use, what you would call the related posts, and on your portfolio the same if you wanted to customize those. The menus are pretty standard. These are the ones that are kind of set up. You know, this is kind of standard WordPress. And widgets is interesting. There are some widgets that come here that come with the theme. So that's nice. You know, we have a widget for the homepage brands, for the hero call out, for latest posts, widget for the theme buttons, for the call out for contact, cryptocurrency information, from scheduling, the latest post type, social icons, ticker. So you can see the theme adds a lot of nice widgets. And if you're using Elementor and Beaver Builder can make use of theme widgets, so that's nice. Okay, and I think this is WooCommerce, so you do have some things here, but I think that's just part of WooCommerce. So I think we've gone through the theme-specific customizer options and have done a pretty good walkthrough here of this theme and taking a look at CSSIgniter. I'm going to include this video in summary blog post, so you can watch the video to kind of go into the details, and go to the blog post if you want to just kind of have the summary information. But overall, I think that CSSIgniter, you know, the pros there are that it's attractive, the themes are attractive, they're reasonably priced, they're under active development, the code is clean and follows best practices. I looked at the code for some of the themes and plugins and very well organized. Support is responsive and helpful. A couple of cons. One is kind of a minor thing. The older themes are still using the custom options panel, not using the customizer. That's probably not too big of a deal. But the other thing is that there are no automatic updates, and you have to manually update the themes, which is kind of a larger con. So I've gotten a really good feel about CSSIgniter. I think it's a very solid company, and overall the pros outweigh the cons. If you're making a niche website, like a business website or a photography website or hotel or restaurant, to look and see if one of those themes would fit, it would give you a good start, a good head start on getting a site going. Anyway, if you have some questions, you can ask them in the blog post or in the video comments. Hope this has been useful. Thank you very much.